Hello and welcome to day 4 of my 30-day challenge, discovering you and finding your blue rose. If you're ready to step into your power, rediscover your essence, and finally become the woman you're born to be, stay with me. This is day 4. We're going to talk about the power of making a decision. Nothing will happen until you make the decision to move forward or to act on that goal. But more importantly, you have to really make the decision. There's one thing to say, you know what? I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I decide right now I'm going to lose 20 pounds. And then 20 minutes later, you're eating a candy bar, donut, whatever, because you didn't make the decision. You had the thought that it'd be a great decision to make. You had the thought of, I should lose 20 pounds, or as I like to say, eliminate. Because when you say lose, you put yourself into a negativity thought, and the universe hears, no, we don't want to lose anything. So I like to say eliminate. But the minute you make the decision to change, and it can be to radically change like I have over the past 2 years, it could be just to lose weight. I've lost, I weighed 232, 233, and now I weigh about 160. I still got to lose some weight here, but I'm a size 10, so that makes me a very happy camper because I look at things more by dress size than by weight, because that's just how I like to do it. I made a decision 2 years ago in October, November 2022 to transform my life. And at that point, I stopped drinking, and I've made major changes in my life, and I'm still making changes because I'm still not 100% content with where I'm at. But I think that's the human experience. So every time I'm thinking about making a change, I have to make the decision. And I'm that person. I have to make the burn the boats decision. You know, we've all heard about back in the Greek times, they were going to go storm an island, and the leader of the tribe says, okay, we're going to burn the boats, because we burn the boats, we'll never come, we have to win. I have since learned that story is a little flawed, because they needed the boats to get back home. So they didn't necessarily burn the boats, but it sounds good. So you need to make that decision. And the power of a decision is life-changing, because the minute you make the decision, the minute you say, I'm going to eliminate weight, I'm going to make change, I'm going to switch jobs, I'm going to be better prepared, I'm going to get over my fear of mistakes, my fear of being seen, my fear of visibility, whatever it is, the minute you make that decision is transformative. But too many of you guys, and when I say you guys, I include me, we wait for the perfect time. When's the perfect time to lose weight? Of course, New Year's Day. Why would New Year's Day be the best time to lose weight? Now, if you're like I was back in the day, you'd be so hungover that it was easy on that first day because you're too hungover to eat. But we picked this mark. Just pick, today's the day. Today's the day that you're going to do whatever you decide to do moving forward. So there is no perfect time. Just go with what you go. And remember this, and I don't know who said this. Could have been, excuse me, Tony Robbins, Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor. One of them said, never leave the scene of a decision without taking the first action. If you decide you're going to eliminate 20 pounds, take action, do something. Go to your refrigerator and throw away your favorite treat. Send an email out to all your friends. Hey, you guys, let's join a challenge. We're going to all do this together. Or, when you see me grabbing sugar, because I like sugar, see me grabbing sugar, say, hey, does that align with your goals? Make a decision and take action. That's the first thing you need to do. And there's 3 steps to take. I like my steps because, you get up here and you talk about do this, and you never give steps. First step, decide with certainty. Absolutely decide that this is your decision. We're going to take this 30-day challenge. I have a full-time job. I've written books. The book up here is an international bestseller. The book down there is on its way to become a bestseller. I write books, so I have to make the decision. What am I gonna cut out of my life to be able to write books? What evening activities? Because I have a full-time job, so I can't do it during the day. So what evening and weekend activities? For me, it was golf. I love to golf, but I thought, okay, I can't keep golfing on Saturdays because I get home, I'm tired, I want to do other things. I had to decide what I was going to give up to do this. I'm not going to think one day I'm going to write a book. I thought I'm going to write a book, and like I said, I've actually written 4. There's my shadow work for journal, my shadow journal for shadow work women leaders. Isn't up there. So make the decision. Like I said, there's no perfect time. Just decide what you want to do. And I always use weight loss because for us women, it just seems like that's always our number one go through. So decide with certainty. Ask yourself, what am I done tolerating in my life? What am I done putting up with? I was done not being able to zip my pants. I was done just feeling bad about myself. I was done being tired. I was always so tired, between the drinking and eating sweets and just the unhealthiness of it all. Not exercising, not doing back then I didn't do anything. I just got tired of feeling that way. I got tired of feeling stuck and miserable and really not loving myself too much. I allowed my weight to get into my head over who I was. And as I started reducing the weight, all of a sudden I was able to get back to who I was. So ask yourself, where are you stuck at? Where are you not moving at? And then say out loud in your head, the decision you're going to make. Back then it was, I'm going to eliminate 20 pounds by, I think it was by June, because I was getting ready to go on vacation, but it was 20 pounds by June. Write it down and make it real. I put it on my bathroom, and I told my really close friends, hey, you guys, it's my goal to really lose weight. So, encourage me. If we go out to happy hour and I feel like, I'm not going to have a drink, but I'm going to have one of those little delightful little snackies, those, deep fried zucchinis or that, just say, hey, is that a line? Help me out. Then take immediate action. When I decided to quit drinking, I eliminated all the alcohol in the house. My husband is not a big drinker. He'll have like 2 drinks a year, but I made him get rid of it. And he's like, it's not me. It's like, we're getting rid of it. And he's like, okay. You're so supportive. I got rid of all the alcohol. I still very seldom will place myself, I won't go to bars unless it's, we have to do happy hours at work, so I have to go. That's the only time I'll go to a bar. So I remove myself from the places where it's been temptation. Now it's been 2 years, and I will say, probably in 2 years, I probably have had 10 drinks, because there are times when I'll go out for business and I'll have a drink, but I have it under control. I went a whole year without a drink because I had to make sure I had it under control. And I can do that. Not everybody can do that. I have another friend who says I can't even look at it, because if I look at it, I fall back into the trap. I'm blessed enough to have that discipline that I never want to be back in that trap where on Friday nights by 9, 10 o'clock, I'm smashed, passed out on the couch, or whatever I was. I just never want to be that person again. And I might be over dramatizing it, but it makes me think, okay, I definitely don't want to be that person again. And then when doubt creeps in and fear creeps in, have your support team. I had my husband as my support team. I had Aunt Jane as my support team. I had a lot of people on my support team that I would call them. And a lot of them didn't even know I quit drinking. I didn't say anything about it. But I would just call them and say, hey, what are you doing? I just feel like talking. My sister. And, they would just talk to me. They had no idea that I was trying to work through the fact that I really wanted to have a drink. So if you talk to me, it kind of takes my mind off of it. So have people in your corner. And then, like I said, figure out what you're going to eat. Clean out your refrigerator. Do everything you need to do. Then have an accountability buddy. I said earlier about burn the boats. Have an accountability buddy. I had that where you could call people and say, hey, I'm kind of, I kind of feel like I want a drink, or I kind of feel like I want sugar, I want snacks. I kind of feel like, I want to call. If you're trying to give up on some guy, I feel like I'm going to give him a call, or I feel like, I want to go back to him. So have somebody, accountability partner that can do that, but also burn the boats. Absolutely make sure that you cannot go back. Do everything you can. And for an affirmation, I have some stuff written down. I back up my decision with action. I follow through. I create my destiny. And just say that I'm in charge of me. That's what I had to keep saying to myself. I'm in charge of me. The alcohol's not in charge. The food's not in charge. I'm in charge. And, when I go to meetings, sometimes I have to tell myself, okay, you're the leader of this group. You're the leader of this area. So take charge of that area. Because people be like, why are you so quiet in a meeting? I don't need to take charge in the meetings. I can take charge in other areas. I have all that figured out because I've taken the time to have affirmations, and I've taken the time to, again, decide with certainty what do I want? Take action. Don't wait for the motivation. I take action, and then I burn the boats. It's really that easy. Just remember, your future doesn't change by chance. It changes by choice. The moment you decide, you set a new path. And that's true. The moment you decide, you'll feel different. And that's when you make a real decision, not the decision of, I should probably quit eating hot fudge sundaes every day. Or I should really quit, sleeping until 10 o'clock, whatever it is. The moment you make the decision, you're going to feel different. Your energy's going to start shifting because you're going to start aligning with the person that's really here. Not the person who wants to sleep until 10 o'clock in the morning. Unless that's your body clock, it's the person here that's saying, yes, we've made a decision. We're going to go find our blue rose. We're going to step into our power. We're going to own who we are. Your body gets all excited about that. So take the action. Make the change. Make the decision. And if you have trouble, if you say, I keep making decisions, I just don't seem to get anywhere, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Because I've been there where I made the decision and then 2 days later I'm eating cookies again. It's because of how you make this decision. It's because did you make the steps? Why did I want to quit, eating cookies? Because I had to give up sugar for a long time as well. Why did I make that decision? How did I make it? One of the things I did, and this is kind of a sidebar, because I love chocolate chip cookies, and I had to decide I'm done with them. So what I would do is if somebody had cookies or there's cookies around, I would imagine that somebody sneezed all over the cookie. Seriously, and I have a friend I taught this to. She imagines that there's bugs all over whatever she wants. If she wants a drink, she'll be like, I'll see bugs all over it. And that helped her make her goal. When I saw fattening foods and thought, oh God, somebody sneezed all over that. Even if I was home by myself, somebody sneezed all over that, that's gross. That was able to help me stay in line with what I want to do. So sometimes you have to give yourself visuals and cues to make sure that you don't fall back in the trap. And it can be anything. For some people, it's, I'm going to go to my class reunion. I do have my class reunion coming up. I'm going to go to my class reunion, so I want to lose 30 pounds. The problem is they come back to their class reunion and they put the weight back on because they lost it for a situation and they didn't lock it in. They didn't live it. And that was the issue. You've got to lock it in and become that person. So I really hope this helped. It's so important when you start your 30-day transformation that when you make a decision, you lock it in. So the 3 steps, again, to make the most powerful decision is decide with certainty, take immediate action. The minute you make that decision, take action, and burn the boats. Okay, I hope this helped you guys. My goal is to help you all find your blue rose, to step into who you're meant to be. Become your most powerful self. The self that when you're daydreaming and looking out the window and you think, gosh, I really wish I could get back to that person. Or you go to a meeting, you see somebody and you're thinking, I wish I could kind of do that. Because if you look at somebody and you see something that you resonate with, that's your energies connecting, and that's because you have it within you. So people be like, well, don't wish what somebody else has. No, when you see what somebody else has that you want energetically, that's telling you it's connected within. I mean, I used to see women on stage speaking, and I think, gosh, I really wish I could speak. And this a while ago, and I was talking to my shaman friend, and she's like, well, your energies are connecting because you want to be a speaker. She goes, and you speak on the podium and, in your paying job, as I call it, at Arizona Alpha, but you don't do it over here. She goes, and that's your soul longing to do it in another area. So when you have that opportunity, when your energies connect, ask yourself, why am I connecting? Why are we resonating? The same if you see somebody and they repel you and you're thinking, oh my God, I can't stand that person. You got to ask yourself why, because your energies, there's something about your energies that are bouncing back and forth, so they're showing you. People are always showing us lessons, whether they know it or not, whether we know it or not. It's up to us to learn it. So I want to thank you for listening to this. If you want to get my book, Sanctuary for Your Soul, it's online on Amazon. If you want to get Voices of the 21st Century, drop a comment below and I'll tell you how to secure that. If you have any questions, let me know. And please, if you're ready to take action, drop it in the comment. What action are you going to take? Because I can help be your accountability coach and say, hey, how are we doing with this? How's it going? And if this is hitting home, then you're ready to step in your power. So follow for more. Talk to you guys later, and here's to you finding your blue rose.